Well, it's about that time. We'll see you in Seaside. This video is brought to you by my 2025 Scooter Cannonball sponsor, R4U Ventures. Have you ever wanted to invest in real estate but don't know where to start? R4U Ventures has a solution for you. Build to rent. They build new construction homes and turn them into rental properties, earning passive income. And they can help you do the same. Contact them today. R4UVentures.com, email at info@r4uventures.com, or call them at 903-623-6500. Check the description below for all their contact information. Thank you, R4U Ventures. And so it begins. John, Carol, and I began our 1,821-mile drive. We made the occasional bathroom and food stop, every once in a while a fuel stop. The drive was pretty uneventful, and we arrived about 30 hours later in Seaside, Oregon. And here we go past the convention center. Our hotel was directly across the street, so we'll loop around and find a spot to park. And we're here. This year, I'm doing things quite a bit differently than last time around. I am going to be riding with somebody different every day and capturing their experience. So today, day one, I'm going to be riding with Chris, who is a rookie. Now, if you've ever done the Scooter Cannonball, there's commonly a saying, that's the Scooter Cannonball, and we're usually using that in reference to when things go wrong. And things went wrong, not massively, but I made it about 20 minutes into day one before my Insta360, which I was pretty excited about using this year, tore off the mount. The mount is still bolted to my scooter, and this selfie stick failed. It was not extended all the way out. It was just like this, actually all the way in, and somehow it snapped off and has road rash all over it. The lenses are gone. The screen is cracked. It's kind of a mess, but I didn't lose the footage on it. I also did not capture the footage of when the break happened. So onto the GoPro, and somehow I don't have footage from day one and day two, and I did. I was recording it, I was checking it, everything should have been there, and it's nowhere to be seen. So I have very little footage from on the road, but that's okay, because it's about the people this time around, and I think I can salvage it. So we're gonna sit down with Chris and find out what's going on with him and see what his experience is like as a rookie this year. Scooter Cannonball 2025, and thank you for sitting down with me. First off, what is your name and what is your participant number?
I'm Chris. I'll be number 92 this year.
All right, and where are you coming from?
Indiana.
Okay, so when did you leave and when did you get here?
I left Monday, but after a tragic series of car incidents, the scooter wouldn't fit on the hitch carrier we had, so we ended up never getting a full day of driving it. It was tragic. Our alternator blew up in the middle of nowhere in Wyoming, too.
So the thing that they always say is the hardest part of the Scooter Cannonball is getting to the start. And so there you go.
Yeah.
You are proof of that. And I guess congratulations, you got the hardest part done, hopefully, right?
Yeah. The best part about people not being able to get to the start is just how cheap stuff gets. Registration, usually $500. Somebody's trying to give it away for a beer right now.
I heard somebody actually had one up for free. So, but that is true. But if you're anything like me, I am like registering immediately because it's like I don't want to leave anything for chance. I want to just like nail that down and be good to go. But that is true.
No, I got like the deal of a lifetime going late. I picked up some Irish ladies' hotels, all for $800, which by the way was 3 days of on the phone. It's like trying to match up Irish time zones. It's 9 hours apart. It's like 12 a.m. here. It's somehow 1 a.m. over there.
Yeah, well, that's awesome that you got it all sorted out, because there again, that is like the big challenge, is like just getting here and getting everything sorted out.
For sure.
So, how old are you?
18, fresh out of high school.
All right, so fresh out of high school, and what are you riding?
Super Cub, C125. There's 2 of them this year.
Okay, I'm kind of surprised there's only 2. I honestly have not like just scrutinized over the data and figured out what all everyone's riding and everything. But yeah, so one of two. And how fast does that thing go for its top speed?
63, full tuck, downhill.
Okay. Sweet. Well, I know there's worse out there for sure. So you're.
Oh, definitely. People do it on 50 cc's all the time.
Yeah. Some of the stuff I see people ripping around the parking lot in, I just look at it and it's like, that's cool, but I am not envious of trying to do almost 4,000 miles this year on something like that. All right, I think we're good. Have you done any modifications to it, or is it just stock?
Engine, drivetrain, bone stock. I have rear foot pegs I machined in my shop class, and I have a front rack I bought randomly off the internet, which by the way was $100. I felt like I was totally getting robbed. I didn't want to measure it out all myself because making the foot pegs took me 3 weeks, and I did not want to go through that again to make a front rack.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it seems like the scooter accessories are like unreasonably expensive, but then like what are the choices? You know, like spend 3 weeks making a part, and a lot of people don't even have that option, or shell out the $100. What level of experience do you have? How long have you had that thing, and how long have you been riding?
6 months and 6 months is your answer. I bought a scooter in November after crashing my Volkswagen Beetle. But November, as you may know, is the start of winter in Indiana. So that was some tragic timing. But it went all right, and I'm here now.
Yep, yeah, you made it. Seeing as how you just got this thing, how long have you been aware of the Scooter Cannonball, and when did you decide to enter?
I signed up in May, and then I bought a used registration and some hotels off some random Irish lady. Thank the Lord we didn't get scammed on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was about it. So I made it in for a lot less money than a lot of people do. Like, I think the average price in for somebody is like $5,000. Picked up registration hotels for like $1,000 top.
Yeah, that is amazing. Because, yeah, it definitely can add up.
Yeah, so next year I might backcountry camp. Well, in 2 years, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be really pinching pennies in college.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. I'm full ride, so it won't really be too much of an issue.
But yeah, that is definitely a factor because it's not a cheap event to do.
Yeah.
So how are you going to be operating? Are you going to be trying to do this competitively, or are you just going to be in tour mode?
With the amount of people I hear about getting severely injured, I'm gonna be taking it pretty easy. You know, like I don't want to collapse lung, I don't want a broken ankle, I don't want to get lifelined. Not to mention, imagine that healthcare bill, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's definitely a bit of that goes on, and yeah, I mean, you know, the more competitive you're trying to be, theoretically, the more risky it gets. And I was doing it competitively for sure last time, and I crashed pretty good on day 2 and didn't come out from it too bad, not as bad as other people, but yeah, that's a real thing. So it's definitely something to think about as you're kind of planning how you want to do it. Do you feel like you're pretty prepared? Are you feeling like I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow?
I've got a milk crate held on by, with 9 zip ties, with Mr. Bones in the back, of course. I don't know if you've seen him. He's very nice.
Okay.
You'll definitely see him when you're behind me. And then I've got a fuel jug. That's pretty much the extent of my preparation. And all of this, I pretty much bought on my way here, except for the milk crate and Mr. Bones. He's been around forever.
Okay. So what kind of, do you have at least a calculated fuel range that you think you'll be good for?
So usually, average with full camping gear, when I do longer rides down to Red River Gorge, I'll average about 160 miles to the gallon.
Okay.
But the thing is, I have the world's most pessimistic fuel gauge. When it's blinking fuel light, like you need to pull over, you're out of fuel. I gotta fill up the tank. 0.6 gallons is all it takes.
Okay.
It's got a full gallon tank.
But so you're really, are you calculating that at the pump and you're really getting like 160 miles per gallon?
Yeah, which is pretty bad for a Super Cup.
Well,
they're from the factory designed to get 190.
Okay.
That's with full camping gear too.
And how are you riding it pretty aggressively or not aggressively when you're getting that?
This time I'm going to be riding not aggressively, but with full camping gear, you have to be full throttle all the time, or else you're going to have like a million people on you.
I'm surprised by that because like the number one thing people say about fuel mileage when it pertains to the Cannonball anyways is throw out everything you know from what you've gotten for mileage previously, you're going to get way worse. But if you were running with a bunch of camping gear and running it pretty hard, that would be pretty impressive, and you might do pretty good. And and therefore, so what do you think you have for range then? If you've got what size fuel jug do you have?
So Super Cubs, I think this is one of their worst design flaws. Only have a 1 gallon tank and then no underseat storage. It's criminal. So.
And then your fuel jug, how much is that?
2 gallons. So
Okay.
I'll have 3 gallons of total capacity. So in theory, I could probably scrape by 500 miles.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's like getting you right in the ballpark
Yeah.
of what we're doing. As far as navigation goes, how much studying of the route have you done? What are you planning on doing for navigation? Phone, Garmin?
So this is my beautiful yellow Android phone. Look at him in all his glory. Got a Scooter Cannonball sticker.
Nice.
And this, which will hopefully not overheat at any point, but people have warned me it likely will. I'm hoping the yellow will save me. Flex Light. I'm running the recommended app. I think it's like OnX or something.
Okay.
Or wait, Ride with GPS. And I downloaded all the routes offline because I've experienced having no data out here. It's no fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's my game plan. If the phone fails, I'm gonna follow behind somebody and hopefully they know where they're going.
Yeah. So all checkpoints, bonus points, or skipping the bonus points?
I want to give myself a challenge to get most of the bonus points. But if I think it's life endangering, well, I guess everything is to an extent. But like, if I really don't want to go for it, I'm not going to go for it. But I don't know if it's possible to even be in the competitive without hitting the bonus points.
Yeah, I wonder about that too, because I think this year's a bit different, and I question some of them and wonder if you might be more competitive skipping the bonus point stop than going way out of the beaten path, maybe on gravel for a bunch of miles to scoop up 20 points or something.
I wish the pamphlet had more in-depth on the scoring system, because I could actually do that math, because I know how fast I'm going, the speed limits are publicly available in Street View. I could figure out how much time it would save me to skip a checkpoint, and if they told me the scoring system, I could figure out how many points additionally I could gain by skipping it.
So the complicated thing about that is, like, generally speaking, all the data is there, but it depends on how other people do. So the difference between when you finish and somebody else does, that's how it's calculated. So like if there's a big gap, you'll get more points, like a bigger gap of points. So it's dependent on everybody.
Wait, so it's curved, math test style?
Yes. So it's not super cut and dried. And sometimes some people explain it more complicated than others, and I for sure can't give you an excellent explanation, but it is on a curve. So if you do, so it depends on how not just you do, but how everybody does. Is there anything that you are most looking forward to about this event? Is it kind of like a personal challenge, or are you just excited about doing this with a bunch of other scooter heads?
The Rocky Mountains, man. I'm going to be in first gear all the way in the Rocky Mountains because I'm only 125 cc's, but I think it's going to be rad. I looked at the elevation graph for day 5. We're going to hit 11,600 feet or something crazy like that.
I'm really looking forward. The thing is, though, like the organizers pick awesome routes, and there's going to be like amazing stuff, I think, just about the entire time. There might be some Texas that's not all that exciting, but if there's any excitement to be found, we usually land on it. So, but I'm also really looking forward to the mountains because it's just beautiful, curvy roads, elevation changes, all that stuff.
So one thing, even on the way here in the Odyssey, I was completely in awe of the terrain because I had never been west of the Mississippi before.
Okay.
And the tallest mountain I'd seen was probably, 3rd Street.
Okay. Yeah, mountains are amazing, and I live in Minnesota, and we have some hills, but yeah, we don't have mountains. We do have some beautiful terrain, but not mountains, and so I always like getting out here and getting into the mountains and all that stuff. So how are you feeling about the ride tomorrow? Do you feel like
I'm pumped,
it's gonna
man.
be good?
It'll be gone by like day 2 or maybe like hour 6, but I'm pumped. I'm excited.
What do you think is something interesting? Obviously, you're into scooters. What do you think is something interesting about you that people might want to know?
Oh, I think the helmet's cool. We've got a double visor going on. Check this out. I really wanted to get the helmet in white and then do bubble visor so it would look like an astronaut helmet.
Yep.
But I think the helmet's totally rad. It's the worst on a hot day though, because there's no venting. Nothing.
Oh, yeah.
It's perfectly round.
And you've got a Cardo on there, so we're gonna get our Cardos linked together tonight, and we'll be all ready to go for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
I feel like if I had 25 cc's more pep, my bike would be at like the perfect balance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But apparently to do that, you need like 18 supporting mods. I talked to the Monkey guys about it because it's pretty much the same drivetrain, just a different fuel map. And apparently, like one of them had blown his engine 4 times trying to bump it up 12 cc's.
See, and that's the thing. And there's some guys that do all these mods to their scooters or whatever, and I haven't done anything to mine other than like extra fuel and stuff like that, but I don't want to mess with it because I want the thing to be reliable, and that seems to be like the first thing people give up when they start doing a bunch of mods to them.
Yeah.
So yeah, awesome. Well, good luck tomorrow. We'll be there at the photo, and
Gotcha.
so, all right, so we got day 1 under our belts.
Yeah.
How was it? First Scooter Cannonball, first day.
It was easier than when I rode 6 hours to Kentucky. Like when I rode 6 hours to Kentucky, I don't know if I hadn't broken myself in yet or what, and I got there and I sat down in a booth in the cafe and I was like sore for like an entire day afterwards. But this time, I feel all right. I feel joyous. My pinky finger, there's still something wonky with it. I don't know what's up with that. I guess I'll figure it out when I get back home.
Did everything go like you thought it was gonna go?
Cold.
Cold.
Colder than I thought it would be.
It got cold when we got up at the elevation, and I know that, but like we don't have mountains in Minnesota, and even though I know that, I still don't know that enough, I guess, or take it seriously enough, because it is like, it's like going from summer to winter.
I did not take seriously how much staying in third 90% of the time would kill my gas mileage. Because in Indiana, you know, if I'm above 25, I switch to fourth. Here, though, it feels like everything is a 6% grade. And then I have to switch down to third. I can only imagine if I had one of the older, like, 90 Cubs, I'd probably be in second and first the entire time.
Yeah. So other than those things you already mentioned, was there anything else that didn't go as planned or that you were surprised by in the process?
Well, I really should have made sure that my navigation app would have given me turn-by-turn offline. And I am not paying the $60 because now I feel like I got bait and switched, you know? I downloaded your app. I watched at least one advertisement in that app. And now I don't get turn-by-turn. It's tragic.
So what are you going to do moving forward? Do you have a plan? Are you going to do anything different with navigation? Or any changes to your plan?
I'm thinking I'll still do single Android phone with the offline GPS map, and then I'm just going to follow the line the best I can. And then I'll use Google Maps for turn-by-turn when I have good enough data, which is going to be like 8% of the time.
Yeah. So what place did you come in at the end of the day?
42nd.
42nd. All right, not bad. First day, first Cannonball, 42nd. That's pretty good. 251 of us got tech inspected, so you did good. You're in the top 20%.
Yeah. What did you hit? Because I'm curious how your handicap affected the score you hit.
I think I was 73.
73. That's
So
a big handicap
that's a
for only
pretty big
40
difference.
cc difference.
Yep. Yeah, it makes a pretty big difference. So, well, you're off to a good start.
Yeah.
48th, you said?
Second.
42nd, that's right, 42nd. 42nd, that's not bad at all. And who knows, if you get stuff dialed in, maybe you can even bump up a bit, you know, maybe a little, maybe a lot. But
I'm still debating on whether or not to skip the bonus points tomorrow.
yeah.
Because, I don't know, running all that mileage sounds kind of miserable, but I also want the bragging rights of hitting every bonus point. And some of them are kind of cool. They got the dam in there.
Yep, there are some cool ones. So, well, I guess you'll figure out what you want to do and do it, but good luck with I'll be riding not with you, but I'll be riding in the Cannonball with you, and so best of luck. Thanks again for letting me ride with you today, and we'll see you out there tomorrow.
Yeah.
I followed up with Chris about a month after the event, and he said his experience overall was pretty easy compared to others, with only minor issues happening to his bike. One of the main ones was rear tire wear, and another Super Cub rider bailed him out by providing him with a used rear tire that he could swap out and continue on. He finished in 117th place overall and is definitely considering participating again, but he will be doing some modifications in order to obtain a higher top speed. He says the Texas heat really killed his air-cooled engine, and he just couldn't maintain very fast speeds, and the days took forever. So thanks again, Chris, for letting me ride along with you, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Before I make it live or whatever.
Got a clipboard.
I'm serious.
This reminds me of like TV scenes of like shrinks. Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen Monk?
I have.
That's what it's given.
Yes. So there you go. So we're starting out our TV scene with a shrink here.
So I'm really just here to meet like other scooter nerds.
Yeah.
Like, they're kind of a rare breed among Indiana. Like I've seen like maybe a Honda Metropolitan, maybe a few alcoholics on Tao 50s, but you know.